Hi, my name is Daniela, and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be introducing my those palettes. um, I'll be doing two palettes this year, mainly focusing on one, and the other ones to play around with, make sure I'm using. So there's two themes I'm doing this year. The first one is Kicking It Old School. This is a Fantastic Ladies collab, a Facebook group. And the theme was created by Jessica Lee and Dana Fleischer. And so the theme for this one with the Kickin' It Old School is to use your oldest or older palette. So I've done the Panda palette in the past on eyeshadows. But this year I want to try a face palette. So the palette I'll be working on is my Lorac Shine Bright palette. This is my oldest face palette. It has some of my oldest blushes and highlight in my collection, and it's a bit more than 4 years old. So this is what the inside looks like. So I already had my introduction in my Instagram, and I'll have that link down below. But it's only been a few days since the introduction, so there isn't going to be noticeable difference in a blush. So yeah, I'll talk a bit more about that in a sec. The second palette is for the Better Together project. This one was created by Paula, or better known as a beauty guru made me do it. So for this one, the theme of this project is working on two palettes that complement each other well. So either older and new, shimmer and matte, etc., etc. So this palette I'm bringing in is for that and complements the other palette. So I'm bringing in the Natasha Denona Love Glow palette. I really love this packaging. My boyfriend gave it to me as a gift. It's now been more than 2 years with this. But yeah, I really love the packaging, and even when the product inside gets old, I'll just scrape it out and reuse it for repressing, because I really like this. So this is what the inside looks like. That's a little flap for the cream products, even though there's only one cream product. So both of these projects last the entire year. And first I'll talk about my older one. So because it's older, I really want to get a lot of progress in it. I focused on it a bit last year with the Graveyard Project pan, and I used all the blushes, and I think it's really good for the whole year. Kind of different times of the year, focus on different ones, and also for when my skin is darker or lighter. So my goal with the palette is, obviously I want it to look like I've used it a lot. The blushes I'll mainly focus on are Aura, Tea Rose, and Blossom. So these three, I'm hoping I can get a sizable pan. I know it would be hard to completely finish 3 blushes. And then this Technicolor one, it's a bit brighter, and I think it's a bit harder pressed. So I know it'll be hard to have a lot of visible progress in it. So if I can just get a dip and make sure I'm playing with it, I'll be happy. Bold Spirit it used to be darker, but I mixed in a bit of a lighter, it was pretty much a white highlighter. I had used it a bit before, but with the repressing it looks pretty much full. But there is a little bit of a dip. But yeah, I like it a lot more now because it's a lot more wearable. Before it was too dark for me. So with this one, I want to at least hit pan. I'm pretty light-handed with highlighters, so I don't know if I'll be able to get a big pan or even close to finishing, but I'm happy with that. And then opalescent, I had actually finished the original highlighter. I mostly finished that mixed in with a lotion. It wasn't my favorite way of finishing a highlighter, but this one is a Franken that I made recently of all of my highlighters. So that idea I got from watching the Sophia Nygaard video. She's done with highlighters and different makeup products where she takes a little bit of product from each item of that category in her collection, and she mixes it all together to see what shade you get. So I'll link that video down below if I can find it. I'll at least link her channel. So yeah, this one I created recently. Created like probably winter last year. So this one's a lot more indicative of my collection of what it kind of looks like all together. I'm working on another Franken, like an older version of what I'd done with this. And that one was actually lighter, so I've kind of gotten a bit darker in general, but it's a bit peachy. But since this isn't the original and it's a Franken of all my products, not really going to focus on it. If I use it, okay, like it works well with these warm blushes. If I don't use it, it's fine. But yeah, I'll swatch. So here we have Aura, Tea Rose, Technicolor, and Blossom. So this is Aura, Tea Rose, Technicolor, and Blossom. So yeah, like Tea Rose and Blossom are sort of the more neutrally. I mean, this one's a bit darker. This is pretty light, but they work well with a lot of looks. The pink, I mostly use it lightly or mixed with other lighter pink blushes. Really like it during this time of year, but even like in September, it's pretty good because I get darker at that point, so it's easier to use. And then Technicolor, I'll probably use it more in the summer. And then the highlighters. This one's Bold Spirit, so it's like pink, but actually has like sort of a warm pink tone. And then this is what's in opalescent, this one. So it's more of like a peachy neutral. So this is Bold Spirit. This is opalescent. So now onto the Natasha Denona Love Glow palette. I like just doing that. So this one's a very fun palette. It's a bit hard to use on its own, which is why I think it goes well with the other palette, and also kind of gives a bit of a different dimension. So this one kind of looks like opalescent, but it's not really. I'll show them in a sec. So we have this cream blush. This is the one cream product, and I've tried it before with my sponge. I don't really like it that way because it kind of loses the red and you just see the shimmer on your cheeks. It just looks all gold shimmer. So I think I like it best with my finger. This I want to hit pan at least. And then this blush here is a very, very shimmery, like orange blush. It doesn't have a strong base, but I really like it in the summer. In the spring too, with really like nice orangey pastel looks. So that one I would hope to hit pan. I mean, it's kind of hard just because I wouldn't use it every day, but it can be powdery, so yeah. Especially these two I'd focus more on in the summer, a little bit in the spring, a little bit in the fall. Then we have this highlighter here. It's like a diamond, they call it a diamond powder. This one is like when you want a very specific glittery instant, because it has a little bit of a pink base, so I wouldn't use it in spots where you don't want to look pink, but it has a really strong like gold glitter to it. So sometimes when you want to look like a fairy or whatever, it's really fun. I find it works best with my finger, so it might be hard to hit pan, but I just want to have fun with it. If I can hit pan, I'd be happy. We'll see. And then we have this highlighter, which here kind of just looks gold. It's really hard to see the shift, but it actually has like a peachy and like pink shimmer, so it's very versatile. Looks good with a lot of like pink, peach, orange looks. I'll probably use this year round. And then this has like a gelée, sort of like one of those harder formulas, so it'd be really hard to hit pan or anything. If I can at least just wear away the pattern, I'd be happy with that. But I think even doing that will take a while. So let me swatch them out. So this is the Glow Cream base. Then this is the Super Glow. It's very orange. Then this is the Diamond Powder. And this is the Glow Impact Powder. So the other swatches. So this is the Glow Cream base. This is the Super Glow. This is the Diamond Powder. And this is the Glow Impact Powder. Kind of seeing a lot of pink here. But there is a lot of glitter. It's hard to see. And then this highlight too. It's like you can easily wear it more softly, or it can get pretty strong too. Very strong base. So that's the Love Glow, and this is the Lorac Shine Bright palette. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll probably do updates for this on YouTube every 2 months, just because there won't be a lot of visual progress. I'll see. Maybe I'll do it in a month. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's hard to see a lot of progress with face products, so I'm not sure yet. But yeah, if you want to follow along with my journey with these palettes, please subscribe. And if you'd like to see more detailed photos and all my other project stuff, you can head over to my Instagram channel. Well, thanks.